last minute to campaign ni rally say Bobby de echo no Mahama de di kan boy no from Yendi and na jo kra na President Mahama do honum na nkofo abo chenku a omo twen no say last minute there obia de ashem and it's good that voters also respond pa we say Ablekuma constituency and na President Kufuado so e wa no ye campaign so say President Kufuado kwa hu say oye oluma we di almost 80 say boom boom no fire something na ya nyabuche na oye do Joe Biden mu age ni bi ohwe ya na asem aba batutum say energetic energy naba just for last minute so yeah still research yankwa homa no say Dr. Ni Amudako ewo Australia na ono no say why research wama NDC 56.4%. But me who a comment bi ankofo bi e dey ascend ne dey impedifo to say Dr. SKB Asante no maka say this election will obie no one mo betimi enya pass 55. Inti Dr. Ni Amudako research no onyintum. Other researchers said Dr. Donfe say enye possible. This election no margin no e close. Professor Jampo menena kaso say very close between NDC and MPP. But pa say NDC benya 56 there. Enya the NDC betumi enya 55 no enya 56. But Doc is obenya. Doc, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I know you can't do the very good tree. So because you are a typical guy, your tree is not good. I'll teach you the tree later, but let's do it in English. The last research you said you conducted from data that you collected in Ghana, you said NDC was going to win by 56.4%. Am I right?
53.6.
53.6.
Plus or minus 2. Plus or minus 2.
Okay, 53%. 53.
Yeah,
plus.
53.6. Yes.
Okay. Now, how will NDC do that? Explain that to us, because all the research that is coming, it appears only yours is giving NDC an edge. What Dr. Donfe and the other lecturers and the social policy department did gave President Mahama an edge as of 2019, December. President Mahama had grown, but even that one, he didn't have an edge. But yours is giving President Mahama 53%. So explain to us how you arrived at that.
Because they are looking at it from President Mahama snatching power from President Kufuado. When you are looking at it that way, yes, you'll be limited. I'm looking at President Kufuado giving away power and Mahama receiving it.
Okay.
Very different. Like I told you the last time.
Doc, I need you to explain that one again.
Okay.
How is President Kufuado giving away power to President Mahama? Explain that.
Yeah, because everybody has expectation of a government. Everybody has expectation of a president, especially the one given by the president himself as undertaking. President Kufuado, when he was sworn in, talked about protecting the public purse.
Okay.
Now people are going to judge him according to that. He has the largest administration in the history of Ghana. Okay. Now, when you raise hopes because you are doing politics, because you have to win the elections, and when we get to the bridge, we'll think of what to do. This is what happens. Way back in 2012, when he was asked by BBC how he was going to fund the SHS, he didn't know. As recently as 2017 or 2018, Ken Oforiatta came on TV and said they started SHS without any data. All right. Now, you've campaigned for 8 years on a policy that you have no idea how to fund it. And you've campaigned on the policy for 8 years that you have no data on. That is poor governance. And because of that, Ken Oforiatta had to rush in luxury car tax to grab money and after 1 year cancel it. Do they think they're playing with children? So that is one. But let me tell you something. I have done this whole table, okay? In 2012, or between 2012 and 2016, or the 2016 election, the swing against John Mahama was negative 6.3%.
What do you mean by the swing against John Mahama?
Okay, now the swing is basically you take the percentage votes he got in 2012 from each region and the percentage votes he got in each region in 2016. And you see the difference. So, even the regions that NDC won, the 3 northern regions voter, he still lost votes there. John Mahama lost votes in every single region, percentage-wise. Everyone, cumulatively across the country, he lost a total of 6.3 percentage votes. And Akufo-Addo gained 6.2. And he won significantly. And I'm saying that in this election, in the election coming, if the 2016 results are correct, and if the elections are free and fair, I'm telling you that the swing against this incumbent will be greater than the one against John Mahama. The swing against Nana Akufo-Addo is going to minus 0.85. And the swing towards John Mahama is going to positive 9.2%. Now, note these figures, okay? Note these figures, because what the political science did is not a research.
What the lecturers in the political science department did is not research.
Of course, that's not a research.
Okay, but is yours a research that you have based on data you have collected in Ghana, or this is your own observation out of your conclusion that the president has not met the expectation of the voters?
No, you see, it doesn't work always like that. I don't know whether it's yours, but I always work what it called, I work on my principle of mood and swing theory.
Okay, I've seen the document that you sent. It's mood and swing, but I want to understand, was that based on research?
You could see, no, wait. Don't worry about that. I'll answer you appropriately. You could see that I've made 2 tables there of figures from elections recorded by Electoral Commission. Okay, now, the swing. How does the swing happen? The swing happened, I said, that the number one determinant...
Doc, I need you to come down and explain your... Because people, we don't know what is swing. So the swing, what do you mean by swing? The swing, as in the regions that did not vote for Mahama or voted for Mahama in 2012, but changed and voted for Akufo-Addo in 2016.
Yes, that's the swing. That's the meaning of the word swing.
Okay.
Swing means that the person has left the original person you voted for.
Okay, go on.
Okay. Now, when you are judging the swing, you can do so many things. But the fundamental fact is that if you have 100 people that you ask them in 2012 who they will vote for, and they tell you who they will vote for, and you ask them the reason why they are voting for the person, and you believe that they capture the mood of the country by your own selection. And then you ask the same group of people in 2016, and they tell you something different, or you see the change, that there is this 20% or 10% change in the way they are going to cast their votes, and you still believe that they represent the country as they did in 2012. And you ask the same group of people in 2020, and they tell you something different, and you estimate the difference in their perception of what's going on and their mood, then you stand on solid grounds, because the same people are swinging.
Okay, so if I understand you, the research that the lecturers in the political science faculty did, if they wanted to do a proper research, according to you, they should have spoken to the same people they collected the data from in 2016. Is that what you're saying?
That is the most accurate. I mean, people can do all that they want to do.
Okay, but what
in
you
my
did...
opinion, is it because the reason is this. The reason is this. From what they did at the University of Ghana, they said 56% were closely linked to the two parties. Another 9.9, let's say 10%, somewhat linked to the two parties. They didn't actually explain what they mean by somewhat. But let's say that means that 66% of Ghanaians will either vote for NDC or MPP. So we have 34% who are absolute floaters. Okay? You don't need to ask everybody. You have 34% who are absolute floaters, and they determine the winner. So if you have 100 people who are absolute floaters, and you ask them 2012, You ask them 2016, you ask them 2020, and they gave you different results, and that reflected well in the total, in the final outcome. Then you know you're talking to the right people.
Okay. Well, so Doc, let me ask you. You said that what the Legon lecturers did is not right, but so far that's not the only research that has come out, and that's not the only research
I'm not saying it's not right. To be honest with you,
you said it wasn't research.
That was a survey. Yes.
Okay. So let me ask you about yours. What you did. Let's narrow in on what you forget about what they did. The one that you did that gave President Mahama 53%. What research is that? Was that a research so-called, a survey, or is an analysis of the situation on the ground? Which is which? Did you also take a sample size and interview them?
Wait. It is analysis.
Analysis.
Okay.
So I wanted us to clarify the difference between what you have done and what others have done. So yours is an analysis of the situation on the ground. It's not a research.
Based on
data you have collected.
Based on antecedent history or data and the status quo.
Okay. So now I need you to explain the 53 further. So the analysis that you did, how is President Mahama making the 53%? From which regions? From which areas is he going to make the 53%?
The 53%, you see, we always have to start, and I said, if the results of 2016 were accurate, so you're starting from that point, okay? You're starting from that point. And I have indicated the swings. I have said that in the Fourth Republic, no party has ever won more than 60% of votes in Greater Accra. But this time, NDC will get 62%. And that is more than 40% swing towards John Mahama. Now, if you understand the demography of Greater Accra, you understand the far-reaching implications of such a massive swing. Greater Accra, if 100 Ghanaians leave their homes, 66.4 end up in Greater Accra, according to Ghana Statistics Services. So it is very deep. Greater Accra actually represents Ghana. If 100 people leave their homes anywhere outside Greater Accra, 2/3 end up in Greater Accra. So when you are getting the mood in Greater Accra, when you are seeing the same Greater Accra, you are getting the mood in the country. And a lot of things have happened under Nana Akufo-Addo that has turned the system against him in Greater Accra. I don't know how much time I have, but I'll probably go through quickly. The same thing, when you look at Ashanti region, is being the bread and butter region for the MPP. But in my listing, in my analysis, there's going to be about 10.2% swing against Nana Akufo-Addo. For the first time, NDC will get about 1/3 of the votes in Ashanti region.
Now, NDC will get about 1/3 of the votes in Ashanti region.
Yes. For the first, not for the first time, because even Rawlings in 1996 got 32%. And President Kufuor, I think, got 65 or thereabout percent. Yes, it's going to reset to that level. It's going to reset to that level. I'm telling you, it's going to reset to that level. You see, you have to understand the whole spectrum. You have to understand the whole election history.
Okay.
I can tell you that in 1979, in the second round between Victor Owusu and Hillary Liman, even Victor Owusu got 57 in Ashanti, and Liman got 43. So what has happened for MPP to be getting massive votes like that in Ashanti in recent years? What did Dwayne got? I think Dwayne got 62 or whatever percent. I can't. No. Probably 65 or thereabouts again. So what has happened? Whatever has happened from 1996, when Kufuor got 65%, to now, it's reversing.
Okay.
Because you can check the mood in Ashanti. I have everybody.
So the mood in Ashanti. Okay.
The mood in Ashanti is not enough to let your mama win Ashanti. It's impossible. The mood in Ashanti is enough to bring it back to Kufuor level around 65%.
Well, that
would be disaster.
That's very interesting. So, but Doc, let me thank you, because in Ashanti region, well, I don't know. We wait to see what will happen on election day, but 53 points. So what you have confirmed to us is you haven't actually spoken to people in Ashanti, or you have?
I have, of course I have.
Okay.
Of course I have.
Okay, and it's based on so it's by telephone and all that. It's based on that you're able to do your analysis to give President Mahama 53%.
Yeah, because, you see.
Yeah, but Doc, I'm not cutting you. Tell me this thing. The last election, the 2016 election, President Mahama lost by about 1 million votes. How has President Mahama been able to reclaim that 1 million votes and cross to get the 53%? What has been the trick? Is it the way he's or his MPP,
no,
the scandals and all that?
Let me say it again. Governments lose power. Oppositions don't snatch power. They receive lost power from government, from failed government. Mama hasn't done much. Look, if John Mahama, if your mama hadn't stood for NDC, and somebody else has stood for NDC, MPP will be going back to around what's this guy's name? What's this guy's name? I'm telling you, because Nana has burned the goodwill.
The president has burned the goodwill he had.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I know MPP people, and I talk to them. Some of them, they will not even vote at all. You see, and when I say I know MPP people, I know MPP people, for people who vote for MPP all the time, who are influential. Yes.
Okay.
Who are influential.
Okay. No, I wanted somebody to ask you a question, but our time is up. Yes. We have 5 minutes to 11. So let me leave you, and we will make the comments here in this because of the time limitation. But thank you very much for taking time from your schedule to speak to us. So Doc, listen to us on the stream. I've sent you the link so that if anything you can come back to me on that. Thank you so much. Dr. Ni Amudako and Yateneka from Australia, and also in research wama NDC 53%. So mbe wini. But on one kasa admitted so say any research, need any analysis of the mood on the ground based on previous systems ne adena or the ejumano.
Don't say research.
But Alaji.
Yeah, done say. But I think it was theoretical. Based on emotions. Because now, one, he should have given us the variables that he used. Osha, make us say, any quantitative. It's qualitative.
Opinion.
But, yamba back no. I make about, or wakasu. About Nanani.
President Mama.
No. Somewhere 2013, 14. I went to do a research in Meduguri.
Oh, eh?
Meduguri, Nigeria. Me Boko Haram or direct because I was doing I was doing a research when I was doing my third master's in what do you call it, Kofiana. Now when I came back to Ghana, down for me meeting a party leader, majority leader, and advocate. I met them in Abuja. And you know one thing that made Jonathan to lose? A year, Kasa. Because Jonathan echo Kano and Nisokutu. Now the Amir, a catcher and say he should have a discussion with the Boko Haram. Was it to whom is he going to talk to? Because they are invincible. Okasa can make you lose. Because of certain words you want to use on the people. The man who was telling you, talk to Boko Haram, will have been your link. So, okay, I can't. You are the leader. How will you help me? I'll say they are invisible. How do you talk to invincible people? He lost all his votes there. So into Kasebi or what? Because I can't use a bad word on my senior brother. For you to say Jack Toronto, man, I mean, you are a leader.
One casa?
Your mama.
Oh no, casa for the Jack Toronto.
Jack Toronto. No.
When I say a politics there, you use some of these things just on the lighter side.
No.
Oh, now when I cook opener.
Eh?
When I can opener. I'm saying no say president mama na koka opener. Okay. But then I said Donald Trump. Donald Trump has used
and then the man who loses.
So where is he? Okay.
Where is he?
Okay.
You see, in modern politics, we don't give people utterances can affect.
Yeah, my producer remind me say as a president Kufuor maybe Oka be say Professor Doolittle. Say also can
he's learned his lesson. Since then, he attacking no. Also we use bad language and not bad words on people. You see, we are all guinea pigs. We are on the learning curve. So who can be now man for chastise you are? But
so
if you
are you
don't
saying
change,
say president mama and sama okay can no na ema oluzu na na saying?
Of course yes. In some way why you can.
But you said Dr. Ni Amuda Akoso ka say MPP for nkasa so mo so niam am is you are giving power even to NDC intina NDC benya 53%.
The policies that Nanado has introduced alone.
No, I say you are not meeting your expectation.
What expectation?
The nkofo gina so ma 1 million votes e ba mo be ye we mo de mo nya corrupt mo de mo be build we mo be ye we
before say beba one major policy o ka so oba obeye free SHS why na so anye
I said the doc can doc say
what catch zongo for beba what catch zongo for so oba establish zongo development fund. He's gone beyond that by establishing a ministry because what fact is zongo development fund is like insu frau
zongo ministry in the movie Afia NDC ho NDC na kan so mbeye zongo ministry
da be no mo kan
in the last election to we ni na
buy na talking of zongo caucus yan cancer listen it's in our manifesto me na me pioneer minister ho we said it in the manifesto
somebody zongo ministry
ye be zongo development fund just
yes,
like
Maslow zongo ministry
ye buy no ne cancer no the fund alone is not enough. It can dry off. It's a dry offer. It means you've forgotten of Zongo. Establish a ministry. Me, before I was appointed a minister for Zongo, City FM, they have the piece there. Omu Bisame, how do you feel if a ministry like Ministry of Zongo and Inner City is created? I'm sure they should go under local government. This is governance, local governance. But all the share under local government, attention will not be given to it because it will go there as a department. So the emphasis is to change the perception and the living standard of the people in the Zongo community. And things have changed in the Zongos. People are beginning to understand. And free SHS, 1.2 million graduates. Mbabunu anya free SHS. He is going beyond that too. He is going beyond that by bringing in tertiary institutions loan, which is like a students loan trust. You can fund yourself. When you know your policies are what they are, at least is impacting on the economy. I mean, when we talk of one village, one dam, you are talking of planting for food and jobs. Who taking off? For example, Obia Wonima Waye. May sure say a month one go deep and check it why one village one dam. You know conflicts, we have one rainy season in the north. After the major rainy season, no conflict. So in the end, you find people funding conflict contractors. They said Dagon. It was seasonal. Though we are the next season, no farming. Okay. So they go into conflict. So when you know what they are buying, a best is a month for Abrabo because a month for Beko.
But I don't know. I don't see the correlation between any the fact that a bet change about one resource. Oh. Because the Papanica said my bio the okay nyina nya say Dr. Niyamu da kono kasa munye yo by saying that
one agree so when you research
no dey no say we kwedidi no wa me no ti baby
oh
no but the person has not done research why do you say research
analysis
how yeah ti anya analysis na yeah but have you said percentage have you mentioned percentage on what percentage if you don't have data how can you have percentage
oh no
Australia
if you are Mamiland naturally I refer to my senior brother.
Okay, yes.
Naturally, see, you see, what we should look, NDC MPP, the percentage points for NPP is between 45 to 47.
Okay.
NDC
the
is
core
43,
voters.
the core voters 43 to 45. So, normally, NPP will need between 5%
to swing to this side
because of floating voters. So Zadiati, NDC at the maximum level needs 7%.
Absolutely.
So this is the way the thing near Michael. In those days, you know, MPP was more elitist,
Yes.
and now they've gone down
To the grassroots.
to the grassroots. So we are more socialist than even the social democrats who are NDC, because we are liberal democrats. But now all the social policies is coming from MPP. So if you check it critically, I believe, say, well, he's done his part. We are not against him.
No, he didn't do anything.
So, no, I'm not against him because he's also done his thing.
no, but
Because
it's
who are
just
you?
emotion, so why will you say research?
Alaji and the lawyer what are now problem with research
Doctor no Wahayem program but I will forgive him because if you want to share opinion you go ahead and do so. But you don't tell us you have done research and then this is the percentage or the percentage grabber. And you see Ghanaians are depending on what we churn out into the public domain and we feed on it. And who a doctor of that caliber, why do you have to authenticate it?
But when I say base level, because
no, but the person has admitted that it's based on emotional analysis.
To be fair, one can say emotional analysis of the situation.
Research. He said no.
Or say, but say on in Crawford Kasa Ghana.
Did he tell us? How many people can you call? But if let's go. Why I may say, you see, Ghana.
So you disagree with percentage?
Oh no, I don't even want to go there. The person has not done research, so why do you? Ghanaians, me and Meti has say, I'll be so surprised, Until my no normally was a gentle neutral, but I told the beer made to trust Ghana for more educated, more from home, neutral, I told the beer there's nothing like neutral in a system. You either belong to Kotoko or Hat. Who say, oh, men family ma. Omo di omo ho be shemono. Omo kwa ko influence no mo take decision be affected. Yeah, answer. Ye who NDC, ye who MPP. Personally, no, who himself for the downtrodden and other things. I feel say Nanado na by they've really done well. Number one, a bra me farm pa doomso time doomso time. It is very difficult if you didn't have a generator to survive in this system. Heat a bed chill crowd with them, and we're in it for well over 5 years as 6 years constantly. Nyamia dom nanado time by young course to be a builder. If you are material, we invest a child or teacher training college. Training college for allowance bar. Master, hallelujah, because background now your movie a banny way near. I buy NDC buy oba between for so many years. Oh, Nana buy what to me I restore. Nursing training college. The same thing. I buy bear what restore. If you it doesn't end there. Workers Ghana, we a teacher ni we a nurse in here. NDC buy and almost say no, they will never employ any of you. You saw what happened. The suffering people went through. What to eat?
NDC in a case of more employing coffee.
Yeah, they didn't employ them.
No, IMF condition. It wasn't NDC.
Their
hands were tied.
One idea
for NDC. No. To be fair, lawyer.
IMF MPP buy on.
No, but hang on, lawyer. We had the crisis
Why na dey e share crisis?
And yes, so be na dum so ma na di dum so ne bae.
Na breso na why na wo be blame?
Na breso ne ba ba
na so anka do you think so beja no?
Na set you oh.
COVID kura bae na fight COVID.
But lawyer to be fair, COVID need they say free baby another country ne bae.
So you blame nana.
Omo blame no for the management of it.
Even to a point to be fair.
Why?
NDC for out of their propaganda on say sayare na ba no yentro ne pekwanye diska.
You see, so I think people are only looking for evidence. But lawyer, me say to be fair, dum so no. I don't think say aban bia wo ho no mo be sha da akwa kase opeboni say mra na aban no.
How you manage it?
You see, say President Kufuor time dum so amba, say dum so by.
Yeah, but
I think you should be fair to NDC by saying that as omona.
Maybe you didn't experience this doom so that we are talking about. Where I am presidented or you who be down. Maybe who papa maintain a metia and me cano. And Yamia Adoma mind be about what to me as no teacher training 4 years no more bread. And almost also we had 38 training colleges.
NDC schools expanding schools.
Yeah, but we so by more. MPP by we see schools baby.
But Lord, I don't know how far you in isolation. Why don't you judge it against the expectation? The Nana do catch and comfort and Kobema Ghana than heavy no. The kind of expectation. This is the
yeah, and Mr. compare NDC and MPP. New man is difficult for NDC to do. They thought it was impossible to do. Training allowance, almost somewhere economy collapsed, and it was improper, not even prudent for state resources to be used on training colleges. Nursing and then teachers. Now, I'm from buyer. I did a difficult man. When me no why me cannot make the free education in Baba last. It just as a teacher.
No,
I feel for people not con body main cause. I feel for man money idea for BC. If you are difficult to now course secondary school. You know if I'm Ubeko secondary school. May man to be there as 20 the 2 cities school fees at the time. So 2 cities na mba kamaza how to to secondary school and then all that because answer na obey school na ya beka to say Jack so question carpentry ebusuafo na will come and tell you nti say o man bia ba na wenya tema na o say no all secondary schools in Ghana may ba be any free. If you have to feed somebody in a day, morning, afternoon, evening, it's no joke. Secondary school for Ghana in more boarding. This government is feeding them.
Your point is because of that.
Point is exactly all over the country. All over the country, you will mame 4 or more timber, and we use the traditional setup, family system. And to who say yes, we never because of Nana Dunti when ya kwanya school. Because of Nana Dunte.
Nana do the nisika na free SHS.
No, but it's policies yeah. But policies buy or no.
Yeah, but you are saying it to say the Mahama buy or no so may policies. Policies.
If you actually want social policy. Social policy.
Yeah. Mini CDD analysis of manifestos.
Yes.
Ofa bibi to say NHIA.
No, was it implemented?
No. Hang on. Alaji, NHIA say.
Yes.
And NDC increase the number of NHI, the percentage is even higher than more MPP.
Now population
because
increase.
Even with hang on, subscribers are something because nipa dodo benefited from NHI no scheme no.
Yes.
It went up under NDC and rather than MPP. Even right now, in these 4 years of President Kufuor, what they compare Mahama 2012 to 2016, NHI percentage scheme no increase was higher than MPP. We've done that analysis. You see, in Mahama numbers no, that bad. So you have to talk about
the point is that he wasn't the one who introduced that policy.
Mona introduced it, but when he came, he increased it.
Oh, Afia.
Oh no, we've done this analysis. We've done this analysis.
I don't doubt you. But the point is that I want you to indicate just a single policy.
Yes.
One which we introduce you here. Because they should the affinity.
Okay.
Yeah, the affinity.
Yeah, not to tell
policy. But before doc now kase research and asema kind nene numbers.
Mamenka assembly maybe kukoso o mayema. say ya hwe ya emfa enkoye the fact that say ye ma obi a akwanya say on kasa no enchere say say obi a ne kasa
freedom of expression
uni asembia kan it's better you keep quiet na nsia political science for survey a o maye me a me wo fase a obetena me nche pieces ma hwe na ma wi am university o tena fie be 4 years na nsen na ofrene na ko iban na o ye bi me ma no any omu ne call field Dr. Uzumensa madam for pa. Yeah, before God and man. Before God and man. It's a survey that they did. Once Bribina make Akrabia some small baby or frame ya no di matem asepa what it could be was NDC asepa.
But the man make up.
So ono the abetu dwa say political science for o man koye survey bia. Na Kufuado na amo muska and omuda be ditro. The moment ombe say no we compete with other people in other countries for research.
No, but I've already said it because we for the meaning baby calf.
No, me ba me so ma me
because I've done some work with
Afia me
yeah, but men distract men yen no.
As a lecturer, Ghana government then what am I? Sabu can
research allowance.
I mean it doesn't do anything. We always rely on IDRC and those funding agencies. There's some back out be tutu futuro go amanfo ni wabra research. Mo se yenye ya. We can compete with those in Nigeria. The papa it was just a waste of time. Only research. Ubejina can say the podcast for year and research. Now what would Australia will pour out with sentiments. Ignorance, no. We see woman Asepa who bar out because I'm a podcast for only a press conference, you know. And I mean, no, we are going to take action. Lincoln must sue these guys. Yeah. So what I say, they say to me, as my me came, they say, and Chebeba out. It's high time I say many people who say they can use politics to destroy others' credibility. Oh, adeno. It is office it's a matter of a methodology in the bias. Now to come out to say small boy, baby no that analysis. He was just spewing out ignorance. Me need to share assassin and then I make of me too say we a young guy. Be very careful.
It's Doctor
on this program to I mean insult me.
Doctor research.
He pour out ignorance.
Analysis.
Okay, the said was political science for research no me no. You didn't take him on.
Yeah.
And I'm part of that. I'm part of the university. I'm a community, and I have to defend them.
Okay.
I almost sampling frame now. I'm the one who designed it. Me no mo ye adwuma pa. Me no mo ye adwuma pa nti I can defend them. They did it. Obi a was one bia o mo so mo nye na yenye na o press conference no. E chiro o metile gonka. That's how papa we so asem obekan no. It was one ton display of total ignorance. And some of Kenya no want ase.
Calm down.
Because nema na okay no. I was confused. I mean, here no one.
I would change because you see, you are confused. 53 no the mama hammer no.
And 53 no. It was an opinion. Was it the of fresh from Manfo? Mama na afre wo mo. How did you call them? My mother at them in Buna Half. Did you reach her? Did you get her voice in what you did? And Zema Okika Kano was a swing way ko hand way ko a data of a easy data no. You can do that and do what we call trend analysis.
Okay.
We do that.
Did you any trend analysis?
No, for based on
exactly. But trend analysis. You have to tell me what the methodology that you are using. Who's you will go Dr. I have forgotten offense department. Well, you very good offense trend analysis. The S, no for easy data, not the make projections. So what I say. Nobody has a problem with it. So what I say, he was pouring out his opinion in the process. Was trying to discredit what very good and knowledgeable people have done. He was spewing out ignorance. I mean, we have to be very careful in this country.
Okay. Me kwa area be my prince I can won him say ene infantima MP na o party we ya nipa bonu for ekobo ni tu ene omo ekra no na omo de no ahye form ti o ma pani excellency e wo honom na mpanifo akese NDC MPP nyina both sides omo nyina wo honom a omo kope omo last respect say dey be papa ne be chef onim say ne ye na sese we gina brand say ya asanto a obegina na wa contest e dey amount. These are some of the videos ni mu no na eda ho no ma omo etwa ne ho ahia no enti ye be ko enua be ma prince ahinka ho me wi anuma ba ye pani enua ma donko ho. This question has come from Alaji say NDC nka one major policy omo time omo bae a omo ye enti ono opani ebe cheche ma che afa we look at also the issue because ono say oni President Rollins ye adwuma che pa no whether President Rollins wuo no can also affect 2020 elections na ebe affect ya ebe affect in favor of NDC and MPP. Community abema manase awuni e kan say NDC money Rollins anya find that and odi ewu no wawu a musum baje ye na boso amamaye. Again, people have also said that President Rollins kwano or MPP for side it is a benefit bi be mu a ebe ko bi so se ebe kwa ma na ire na Credo Adjuma Rollins tie no ye beba ho no ma me ko Prince Anka no pay good morning o ya se mo Fantima mo ne o mampani na ma yie no a Fantima MPDA ya unexpected ebe to ye so far then ekoso ho ye hu se mu no da empem a empadifo no etwa ho ahia.
You have the President of the Republic and not come from the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Speaker of Parliament, right? The House of Parliament, both sides, both minority, majority, I am for soon, and then I don't have to empty from Pokua board to and all the kind of problem. Now, I'm not planning to see the whole videos. No, Obia, the channel, Obia, everything that's expect. Only the Speaker, I have found on the President of the Republic, I have found on Vice President, I have found on the hearing, and so I have found up in the Busia, and I have found on. After the no category, no up to a year, Adakama or Makatan. And some a Quenjan Sama, the Busia, the party of Frimo, a parliament, and the President of the Republic, I will be Nahamagan and Mamuna, Ebekano, and no Anna or Asate Eka. Yedikai the party for them, the party of one constituency, and Edikai Ebeka, the Quenjas and Etna, and Tonomo can say, Omodia, or any other, ever to a quarter. Now, Nabano, Mukaka, no Muya, no Mukwa, a Yomuya Pada. Yankopon ni mo ko mo Yankopon so ele gogu di bakro ti sha ka temi e ma eye ewura e ko sia de ko mu enti on do mo aka mo de e adu no eye parliament e na omo de oye omo konya sam e ma o ya eye abusia no ba be kan de na so de yere no so na konya se aba arama na fi speaker of parliament we ma say en so ba be kan e na konya se our parliament no ma na ba kan de atentu ba hadia sabili omo na to adaka ma da do any akwanya se na omo ka ejaja no kwan e be different distribution na omo ka ejaja no kwan na fe omo ama no so akwa kuti no akwa
I can my answer should be said dear Makutum and Pennyford in Yina. Me per se about social distancing, but before I go social distancing, I didn't know. And Pennyford now, my back a year. What are you picking from the ground? Meaning say here we so said the one so bang about one. A better many so elections, but I'm sure Owo Samsonian in Pennyford bang or more. Especially from both sides of the divide. Both sides
in the campaign so now so and I'm telling you the Speaker of Parliament and minority that majority that both sides empty the parliament your muyan no omuni na omoba and the Zambia make say parliament the MP for MP or parliament ya Manchester men omuni o mahu ona bo sema bo ade no ona do factory Boama and decide Mahu be omunyina omo ha omo center ya bo a omunyina mo kasia omo check black omo edimu ko be do high and right ana and the be do an price you ba omunyina omo ha you umma Obama nkesi media kwanya e omo ya university omo block kwanya ni se ka ta pack kwanya so nyina ipa ayo omo ya wa other diplomats so omo ha omo ha na so other political parties DPP for BNC for almost rep or then they will car parliament na ha speaker I take them more speaker I need to administrate president after both minority and majority minority leader and majority leader no more after so various MP whips ni sa if a majority chief ni the chief ni e wa ha e so omunia na afọ ni se ha de na ma ni so omu no more ha no mo sia at the house of parliament so ma bi omunia no e kwa after so point so e wa en company for ha and the thing ni aka at na how to just e wa ha no na after so ada e so the big can yes na da omo ha no mo ha oba constituency aso a afade na onkofo atem all those so much aye ntade no agi o ha atade seta na ne yire no emfoni ni eta kokko ni na ni kunu na ta sen di ego o so en challenge na omo atem na ne yire no edem na akọ ansa Peter Danche oba ha obi o wa ha bia no ka social distance ni protocols no obi o wa ha bia ansa na aye no aja na eko eye labor grounds na o mai se asotem na o si amomo se you see omaje ho na no mo ku ase ya o mai tent ne wo ho nti ansa na be building ni mo no le bo so se no smart aso da po nya boot for igage di na wo se no smart am da kamo se ko umba ha nti ansa na be ne di kan no smart aye social distance na omo observe the kam na so dia president na that dignity na etno based so any MPs no other social distance the omo observe so akonya no omo system no ama nkwan adam akonya omo system find them now omo abega de for no mutina back omo buy inside no omo na wait una wait in south we ko obi so omo na we akoba no eno na social distance en na so omo ni based so any akonya de omo sike nkonya ma omo pe social distance now so omo charge as omo no ene omo ye ne be ka de for na omo je nya street no sports wo and every resort ya sport omo ticket to omo go ya no ho and am ranted ka ba wa no omo je na say de ye ba omo chebi no omo je na ho nke ho and na social distance na end the but man here street right from the street ni kwa na car ho ba no so just leave it now so this out no smart sanitizer no and some amount kind of aba who wrap up the for so you know this are no smart so you can do smart so just one empty amount that those smart sanitizer photo was more of the back social distance no I will be share the four side no ba dia e ko so
Mame na wase ewo amane a ode abra mu no yenu abema henka ne yetenika ewo emfanteman na emfanteman yie no opani a na nko na yemra hye bedwani ote akonya so na ya ante asem de anopa bi ye sorry na chese nipa bonefo anadwo no o makoto ahye de so amama tutu aboneka mu pe papa ne budin wo mo rahye ne ko hospital wentumi ankasa na yede no ato empema wo se yadeda ne yesiesie nti so ohene pa o mampani ene odi animu a wo mo nam na yire ene woto oboni mu ate no onim se covid abrin to obi entumi fa ne santo ne sayem enchia obi enti obi adu anu aboni mu ate ne so mampani edu ho no akoto no achia Dr. Mamudu Baumia yire edu chief of staff ena wogina ho a wokoto echia no ena Dr. Baumia yire second lady Samira Baumia so na akoto a wochia Dr. Baumia na edi na chia ono so eche hu alanche mantene ade a wo nyina ebesin eche se busuafo o maame na te wo no o maame ni mponkra te nkomo o maame na ebo ne nsa no na de ayira na de apai eye den a ensa mabio eye den obi enu obehwe no te se ne ba nti o mampani no du otum so o mampani du on ti no wagina no ahmete na yire no gina ho no na che se ya wo nyina mu no maame ne so omma akonwa no nko obegina na watu in fact Dr. Sasante aye research bi wo Fatima Honmoti there's something called sympathy votes one here ebetimi play up to the advantage of MP na yire a wo gina similar to the Professor Mills nya ye 2000 bra ofuri mu a NDC ye campaign 3 months pe eno mo winning elections no 2012 elections court for election petition no ba o se bibisa ho no ebetimi play up to maame no advantage but some maame na akwakoye na yire ti said ye si wa ya so weso ogone ade we don't know whether they follow the same trend or we the ebesisa yenya Dr. Sasante ene no ebetwetwe nkomo nti we pictures ye di free infantiman ede aban nti ebe ye nyina despite media be ma abusuafo nyina ya akọ dem fa due opani ukọ no we die nanti ye nanti boko ya ka echire ena edoso nti yento aso wo studio anu se ni enko other issues ede aban mra opani amadonko na me ka se me ba wo honom na opani busa say one single project ben NDC mobile mo ye again na me person show the running factor any other is be affected 2020 elections and
yo Afia
eya na mpen pi no na me kan say
8 years
me kan say oman ho adwuma eno ma ho do no eya de say hia obi a politician bia me kai say na me ne obi di nkomo penimbo a doctor mo no me di nkomo enra ana me kire no eno mo ye wo health sector run is a breso na me ka kire ne say me kura me call the Minister of Health in 1996 no na almost 30 hour research work on the National Health Insurance Program. In Bamiunu, and a commission or no consultants.
Even under President Rollins.
Under President Rollins. That was 1995. Mr. Edu Mensah, now on Chief Executive Officer for Metropolitan Insurance Company. Only Mr. Kwesi Osei, over here President Kufuor, the first Director General for Senate in 2001. Said by me anyway, we actually on studies for the medical Minister of Health as a Deputy Minister in charge of finance and administration. Now I'm some vice mom in dollars at that time. And now I'm a Minister of Health. You started based upon one report. You started a pilot program for the National Health Insurance System. You started with Eastern Region and Dangwe. President what time on buy and on started the implementation of the National Health Insurance. And the idea we started we try no at was. Say the American Christian say President Rollins you right I didn't know what talk.
But before we to also President Rollins just your emphasis is that NHI na allergic and MPP for babies ah na mo sha ase e na on beto aso
say e da many time me no beto ase me kiro history the quite far so a e ma be do sa pempen so so be kai ya President Rollins here cool in 1981 December lo can say our hospitals have been turned into graveyards so into oba no who say I didn't think hospitals now you turn into graveyards so we are in the hospital could do one more a do cry be when cry na be ni on we fear and now no one cause o man unti no brain drain affect health professionals we be mo tutu akwan unti sa no man ofia say ho adwuma e da e be share metimi a chechiri mu nyina de a kiro na de brain mu unti so unti no ye cash and carry so we kai ya cash and carry say kwan be fa so betimi a draw etimi atena hospital say look draw on my so Dr. Afia was control draw na fabra say we can theater for procedure abo say no one na training na egu no stretcher no so the stretching na call theater it's say no one be in hospital it nam cash carry no so na ma sa no money na fiance safe drug availability in our hospitals no that say increase until looking forward no and say the be dwene ho akwan be fa so be dey sa insurance be ba ama affiliate me ahead akoye
okay now my homework no crowd that
they are the two main problems are no war with health no accessibility financial and geographical and you say the question say
in fact the new NDC manifesto they talk about primary health care being free on the back of NHI to take it a step further
exactly so say obia wo yare a wo be under emergency care say it me here I show free say na who no other jurisdictions no you know eno ade a yen na ye ko enu ne hwe say yen hwe kwa be faso maga na ye de etimi akoso say nko fo na edwon ho na hia yen
okay
but yem ka ko sia say Afia President Rollins go awu no yen fa meye amanyosem ka say e no to our benefit say we dey ene yi ni ameka ko sia say this elections are very close.
Election we are very close.
Very close. It being very close, no. I was say handless, no, of our leaders, no. And now, a man here the ejina also. To say Yakobo football match. Na Yako what is saying we extra time. Na as a extra time, we are aye the penalties. And you know, all me handless, no. And it man be ejina also. It must say a party for. From the minister and other party for so by say handless no first come for so bet me handle leaders ni ye kasa yemu ni yemu eno bi yemu no and one from be hwe na it di won adwen aka say ye fan pa na say fan pa
okay
na ni kura ne say ni pe no ni hwe but say be wie
Onyame asem.
Nyame nenim.
Nti wo de on push for polls no. Ba onyame na be determine say the battle no.
E be na e bia. Ento I say boy.
Last minute we dey number. Last minute 1 week here then na ndis mbe.
And make say handless no enhwe ye nkrofo na omudi animu no yie. Se ne be ya kasa emu. Eni emu because na manfo no yefe.
Nti openi mama put you on the spot. This vuvuzela issue here nko for the trolling Mahama wo abonti say wakotie ma che vuvuzela ni bi me I think that obi here the campaign or manasem now the vuvuzela disturbing say the Francis can obi our right to free speech also kasa. But in conform, especially when people go be trolling, you can't even say tolerate a vuvuzela. Why should he tolerate a vuvuzela? So who disturb you? Ghana EPA cry any noise pollution or. Then also go now the pay no money can ask him. Do you think that said the can handle it? Yes, maybe he should have handled it in another way because no in a campaign platform so na.
Say openi ayade wo bedwom. Mitimi nyina badwom ha nka say adeponi ye no enye.
Okay.
Say e okwan fa so a ere cancel. Entino e ko ye nimu no na bidi kan kan no. Empeni say
obeka che Mahama o kwai.
Empeni say aboko ya ma bia o yeketo a. Kuma achide na tutu no. O say akoko wati. Ati asa me kan o ti ase. O say aboko kuma achide na tutu no. Sa ku achire nkunu ntu tutu akole tukune tutu no
na je se wo akoko ne de ba o
so ga no wate enji no efe kwa be faso a handless ne no be se se de be ya se bibi kura bo na bi be ko achiwa ye wo kwan faso de
talk of wisdom
obi sending message say onye typical NDC ni because maybe the typical one dependent expect say ka obey fire but what the whole kind of book say obe kan dem nya abonten
enye ntoka ene de ye oman ye de ntubuase ene de jasatia ye hono mrebo Ebrabra we minu aba enye na ne menimu no Ebrabra your parliament 1993 no political science department no mba parliament way back dinye ne na so MPP ndie me huna na o cheme ana honorable ma so because ma bi no e ma sorry ni apostolic ni na makopani o kun odwaso enti ma me no na makopani na kun odwaso ko no say e makopani konkron apostolic for ma konkron o say me rade a o re nu kra no e fan to basie na enye say dey ye na Nyankopon bo anan kundie ba na omanfo no anti ye pre medi dem on no it may ma hoto de ba
openi we dey why am me question debe aka me yem because why because nkamba be busa so far say they can handless na sem no o sure say the Mahama conducting over the period and some waka campaign messages are one on platforms they waka off platforms there they will handle ni year na unse Alhaji Crab mention bibi say Mahama opana Mahama ya na kofa ba ni ade but say they waka dey na say pushu say dem kra nya dey Mahama ye boni bi obeka na bonten
senator no opani de ye kan mo bedwom ye ya senator titi ye no na nem ka kosi an say me say handless no na gina won so
okay
because when am money opani nanti
opani ade na mo ye senior politician mo handle mo candidates mo ti say babe who di ya hia no mo ni ade na mo mom ka last minute nka mo nko share Mahama 3 months to the election na ka mo handle no ahachia ye ni say
say we can say say go war general no and determine the handlers or no more ko war no we find commanders until you know at any time we are not determine
okay
omo no beko
okay
sabri no ono awon team ono mo eyadwuma me feel say or confidence in the team no until the end me check say why don't one for we anko I don't want for we anko no for yanko empire na ina yede yebo say be ye na ina no ne dey akoma so no yede bit my
okay mama kind me comment me Francis Meba so but na me can person who you question bia no whether or not say the president Rollins ni NDC say omo fall out kakra and say na obe free mu no say betimi enya so because obviously president no ote akonwa so no ni MPP for mom eka che NDC for owu ye na but ahase kwa na mo ko no ho kakra but o hwere utterances dia no oka ko ha
President Brown is just, you know. So we share those last years now. He was more of a statesman than a partisan leader.
Oh, okay.
Both sides in na obi a de e kono ho e ko gine na adwen enti no me ka say onya film we de enti me ka say ye we anase we ne be advantage ne mo sese no wohwe asem me otuntum we kwa ye be fa so ma ye ti akra na chi kra na eja no kwan asomdwe ne eni ahokamu eni enonyamu na yina ye dwen ho.
In fact, Obi message I was sending, I say the NDC man is very calm, looks very respectful. I think this will win NDC and other floating voters a lot of votes by the way this NDC man is going about it. That is Obi na ka say now other people sending messages.
Onka mama campaign team.
Onka mama campaign team. So omo ye statement, omo ye mpanifo. Omo ye campaign
division na watimi aka say.
Say last minute na mpanifo no be
me senior brother no.
Akona no
feel that one.
Person point no.
Ba waboa na say na waboa.
Yes. In fact, Abranti ASM say no nkobeto ama NDC because of you said there. We are calm and you know. Rainbow Kaswa and also if you are defending NDC. It's not easy at all. Whoa. There why I will defend the NDC. But this your panelist is the best. You mean defending Obi? I say sometimes I play the devil's advocate. Until my shadow no man kosha na my yes. Nana Kwame and someone no say Matiame do want to just take over NDC. Said the Papa J according to the year preparation towards taking over the NDC. When him say Mama be losing ti. Mama lose you na chese waba be shem. Afa no aje party no aboso say see akede son eba no so the message no. Akosia man kan no say NDC ni papa or you're very gentle and wise pa na sem atome koma so pa em say de bianca obanka we win vote Isaac Kofi J Japan so both parties know some of the best policies ebetumi aboa Ghana bomba now for they boldly step out to do something else nti was if you that is my honorable NDC man trying to say my penasem pa Paul Niakono say please allow the panelists to educate us so look man nas no say abronye any wound to me kra mukra mudi omochi won de papa ya ba okasa boko omunyina ensua no na Stephen Ado no say wow wisdom at work pa kache honorable Niama Donko say he's blessed pa and then my fa bebe free need no emu Tete Joseph no say if but you don't shout like that. There are many ways to correct the guy. Why there now okay so be atin obi no kasa Mrs. Elena de send akwa water ma come to 12 Chiapa Abu Kafs Conlan and I say if you tell the NDC man that he's my mentor pa in fact and said they were comporting ho ne ade wa kasa no ntumu say Ghana air politics gentle say ya ye betimi akwachi nana ado akona du ma afo no say best panelist so far Ghana commercial bank say if you cantonment no mo de eja atum enti ka che o mo na ka dum ja fo no be kwa Ghana commercial bank cantonment yes so a reporter ba kokra ho no mo say eja ato ho no mti fire service fo betimi akondum ya ye tika gu ho no mo chena one be can different story and che sema fire service mo wa che ho no mati na makwa kobo e wo cantonment Alexander Fosu no say if you I just love this man pa where is Sami Jemfi ka chen so nko Yewura Niama Donko ho no nko sua bibi pa every no ho no pa na say NDC ye betimi agent to say Bebe G o say NDC will not come again ka chen no say papa ye gentle say den kra ye penasem ba NDC dey on mabio nana o say no say if you have gone viral you have read my message Christabel Amankwa no say 4 more for Nana but I can't vote cause my children who will take care of them. Also who will take care of them say obi nya ensure man na wakoto aba na Shaibu Kaso no due to wickedness any Matiame Dunti he intentionally occupied the office say SP went to me so anya adwuma we abetro thesis Richmond and Suno say watching from Kumasi Joshua say if you good job and then mo ye no good job pa Nana Kosua and say me hwemo pa Tom Haruna no good morning Vim lady I am TK from Tamakomti 1 side 20 please this lectures pa de nkofo a neutral good passer we dey sankofo we dey aba na waboye pa Baden Isaac no say my president wise man true wise man pa voting for you pa as my president easy but one po president Kondi and sitting president I can want me I even say madam please allow one say only 400 po speak to taxi to the issue because yes I will be anti say
teacher allowance
teacher training allowance Tofik Owusu redu no say if you according to my survey 2008 will repeat itself Sabri ebeko second round no ne dia no so e ba Bedu George was absolutely gorgeous. If you and my year Juma Papa, I'm enjoying this program pa my akọ ekire pa mama te sem na te chia Francis so mama ye te ne nka che eni age say ne wa ba James Ofori no say if I have respect for honorable Nuama Donko pa. What a man, very calm, very decent, but to making the point Obia etina say na kwesi ade efe no say if you haven't seen any NDC man like this before catch up papa we say me tuche man pa na de me to aba na nko no enka waje me vote ba kokọ NDC kra na Shaibu wo kaso na say Shaibu maka message we Benjamin ale no no say Francis Esiam is my crush catch and said I want to meet her pa
Tank restaurant.
I see Tank restaurant here no Christopher Cheno say you this girl you talk too much me I'm paid to talk kwesi asuma Jane no say if I'm watching live from UK Ghana need visionary leaders like Nana Addo na Adams Apili or say I know this man very well from Eastern region papa we catch and say well, he stole my heart today. Nuama Donko and Okanana watching us say the NDC man is good. Was sent a JD Moma Nkofo say start Kasantem. Kamo we need see a vote baby. And Jeremy appears. Good morning, Vim lady. Say hello to Mr. Nuama Donko for me. I know him from the days of PNDC. Now, Mr. Mesheno for all the way from UK to catch and say me Chiano pa. I just love him. And here Juma why Nana watching us the NDC were good people say. And I'm for Mama. And then I'm watch last minute 1 week. I feel I'm only people like this they ever. You are getting a lot of good fans. But as I said, baby, so on fire. I'm saying, Corona, mo pe no mo yes. But I'm quite managing any Dr. Sassan to see sympathy votes. Ebe back for MPP in Infantimai. Doc, I don't pay more good morning in Akwaba.
Afia, mama watching, na mama umpeni mfwe wa watching. Wome wo nyina. Kaji owura se de gese metia.
I'm Boniface also chia alaji ya.
Don't enwa owura niama donko ene wo nyina meti obia.
Oh, Josepa.
Afia. Ne atene se nhwehwem kire se se wokoto aba ye wo niama bi a eka nipa koma na woto aba ma party bi. You na metiesa aka say wo so sympathy vote nti wo beto aba ma yewura na ne sabe yahwere ne nkwan na yere no na moma yentwen agene nko niema bi so yemi say hu say bra yewura ne to ho no ote ase no se eba se sabe yo ankomo no ho modern ewo amanyosemu na ne party semu no mo ene ne nkrofo abrabo mo ha so se bra owuri yawi ango bi behwe na yerukura anim ana dabi nyanka baba no say de yewura na wude ya ode na mum na yere de dabi de man e say yen enhu hwe wo ho ezane say no no kura mpo mo no homode nya tusu ya bi bisa hu say constituency bia no wo nya ehu hia wo ni na hwese ubehwe constituency bi na wo hia gua wo hia nsu wo hia kwanpa na obege so sebe obi kunawu enu nti sese ye mpa no bio na mum sympathy ye de beto ama wa wo ba kra ndi manya loro kwa ama yen kra ye pe izan se wan ye gua ama yen a wan mo yen kra ye pe izan se sebe wu kunawu hwese nipa beto abasa se ade ba ko obi o se ye kasa na ye kam me ya hye se sebe me ade won dia no masters in their own game won kra de wo gina won kru no machi na wo ko politics mu won a won ne wo ho hwe party bi ko fa obia bi a wo gidi se so obia no obituma ye adwuma na ote no fata enye se sebe ogudina ni kunu adwuma wa ye so na ode abam esa ye kam ya hye ni ankaza dia own masters in their own game
okay
me pese nkrofoti ase na fi yemi se saade ni ye ka dia ena na se sebe ye na mama kunadu ono na sebe ni kunawu a oyo mampani nti ya kana saade ya na kire se ye kese Ghana fu nyina ba kwa kugina so wo to aba ma ye mama kunadu esanse ni kunawu dabi wanya na saa eno de me be si se ye wo niema sabe ekan yan kuma ne ye to aba na saa niema ni bi no eno ne the economy o man sika nkonta na ne nhwehwei obi a pese ne ho beto ne nsa be kona no wo ne mensi ne mpesa so nti ya de ekanipa kuma ese wo hwe akwanta insupa akane the infrastructure development ese wo hwe kata se hwe de pro ene niema wo gina so na wo hwe mfanseman na nhwehwe mu kire se ade a wo gina so to aba edikan ye o man sika nkonta na ne nhwehwei esan so kom ye yawo konso wo hwe mfimfiri mantemu no ohia wo ho enu nti mfanseman anya nwonwa se woto aba ade kan won koma paa no sɛ yɛbɛhwɛ sɛ wɔn abrabɔ bɛtum pɔn anaa afei adeɛ ɛto so yɛ bi na wɔn kɔma so wɔ hɔ ɛyɛ apɔmuden ho nsɛm ɛno nti wode saa nneɛma yi nyinaa ka bɔ mu a wohu sɛ nea wɔfrɛ ne sympathy vote yɛhu ne mmɔbɔ sɛbesɛbe ne kunu awu anaa ne yere awu ɛno nti ne yɛde tumi ama no saa de ne ni baabiaa ɛyɛ ade ketekete ɛni ahoɔden biara ɛsiane sɛ obi de ntumi nhwere ne nneɛma a wohia no ohia gua ohia sɛ ne mma bɛkɔ sukuu ohia sɛ wobɛnya baabi a wobɛyɛ adwuma kakra ma ne nsa akɔna no wosɛ daabi ne kunu awu ɛno nti mode momyɛnya ɛno nto hɔ na yɛmfa no na yɛmfa tumi ma no hwɛ sɛ sɛ onipa ako no kora mpo a wɔde ne gyina no so yɛ obi a sɛbsɛb ɔmmɔ no ho mmɔden koraa wo sɛ daabi ne kunu no wui no nti yɛmfa no yere no ɛnte saa ne yɛnka hu sɛ ɛnyɛ party baako te sɛ MPP fo nkoa a sɛbe ne wɔn ahwere wɔn da si nkoa nkorɔfo na ɛto aba ma wɔn NDC fo a wɔ hɔ nso wɔn nso wɔbɛka sɛ daabi sɛbe ne kunu awu nti yiw yɛre yɛbɛto aba yɛayɔrɔho ato a wɔmpɛ gua wɔmpɛ nsu no ho
Enti dog mbacho dey just Fanteman seat no MPP be retain because of sympathy votes but Nana Krodu there sympathy votes nkwa on to me appreciate wo votes man mbacho
yeah bi nya meka na say enye sympathy vote na emma nipa gina so to aba won nema won nema bebre eno na medical kan nema bi se economy oman sika nkonta na nhwehwei yewu wo hwe infrastructure development akwampan super akania se wo hwe keta se hwe pro no ho nema na ma ya nhwehwemu ahu se mfanteman no ade da won koma so pa e yo man sika nkonta ene ne hwehwe isan se green man tem no hia wo ho eni nti wo hwe nema ebabua won abrabom nya to so abie wo ho mfanteman edi makotenye ye apomuden ho nsam eni nti wo hwe nipa ebe ye sa nema ama won na fe wo hwe won akwampan super akania enu ne gina na sympathy de ya de ketuwe bi eno de ento aba bi so obi ntumi nke so me hia gua akoton me niam awo so seb owura be so kuna na wo yiri nti me mpe no bio ana me de nya to nken na mum me de moburohunu ayoroko beto aba ma o na seb wa hwere wo dofo ya di owu ya o na mum enya no kra ye gina se kana sa dia ye re kese bibia owu be ba no ye hia se ye campaign esa na seb nya wa hwere na dofo no onu na obewu ni ena me ye mfa so nkyere o se ya mama kuna du ni wura lawrence ewu nti bisa wuzi se Nana Kunedu ku party ni gina so woto aba so Ghana ko be say ya mama ni asemato no ya yawo eni nti yemfa tumi man so eda ya ta enye sa e wo hwe nhwehwemu kire say parties a win elections wa han MPP wo hwe won average performance about 46.something%, NDC 48.something% on the average. Other parties, including independent candidates, have 4.47%. If you look at small parties in India, in Nana Kunedu is likely say Urinya to me. Go in case what friend them what they never to Abaman. If you said any chances to know on 4.47%. But then independent in the party who are getting in our 1992 to 2016. If we are money at all.
Dog, I mean, now I say, yeah, Benocana, we are Cacra, yeah, the Wava, Alaji Boniface, Obiasu or Chiapa, Francisco Asu or Chiao. I think they say, Waba back 1 week there. Obesania Gumusa, Matiamido Agency, that's a dog. So, why me a year, but your visuals from a Jana Ato Ghana Commercial Bank, Cantonment, no, yes, I can videos in before morning. We have best do me for some more honum there, the Massey, and Coupon Sham, because Ghana Bank is here, power back on any Ghana Commercial Bank, or Cantonment, at Tisa, Ato a honum. Abrantia back on Nana Sapon, Kuma Bongo, or say if you are Bracoma da market, Nabebusa, a man say, why name Matiamido, Omunim no. Nti se wot na ho na to studio se Matiamido be affect elections ya obi enim no on affect who te timunya brofo na mo keka otete studio on ma mo ka no ne message a ode aba eno no na Mr Nicholas HSF was say already MPP for about 50% kwa wo mo bag mu dada nti efie nkosi hwe on analysis o papa no Dr Niamu no wo forgetting no kwan analysis na wo say o ye ne nkosi wute ema obia David Tego no say Matiamido cannot cause this election. Or see if you are so ujina baby akoka se Matiamido ebetimi affect election amesi who own to me affect elections bia they hear ne so mo bi enfie because major issues to say free SHS, education, health, economy and influence elections. So the message or the buy no Kwaku Felix Hilson or see if it doesn't go in anybody's favor. Won't say papa betina hey when did you be atem and so na se mo kan as NDC ko clear sound and ato enkrofo kuma eso oba lady ba akokra de nana akosa wo se nepa na yeto aba na enka yewura enko beto ama wo se be ya consider say we run for president in future because we feel we kra abrantie asemo kana enkroma ko Eric no see if you are on top of this job. I like the way you are very strong guy na what you are doing. I'm a strong MPP guy, but I third MPP for say to be no ejina. I have the uncomfortable job. Say MPP for no to they have to play it like this. NDC for I have to switch like this. That's how ejuma we is. So being to I say I no could do at but your fan is how ejuma. And the West not same. Gomadom say no no see if we always talk about sympathy voter any ejuma yes so Ghana for na to aban say be wa adwene e de team say de na dog e ka no tie no na ejina so e na de to abanye say obi ewu ntini sorry ya ni akwakoye ayi enti abrante back to NDP pa de nko beto ama APC because NDP na Krodu party or main power ho ba bia Kingsley Opoku Simpeno please Cantonment branch enye cantonment oh okay me da say o say baby eja na to Ghana commercial by Cantonment enye cantonment nti ho na kese no e wo no ye da say wa my sa clarification ko fo na mo no na almost send messages no e de brain ti Francis my member so ba na mpese mbusa o me wait for question but I'll come back and Rosie Samuel Francis Mambusa.
Why do we do that?
Fine 2020 research in the abamu no. O say enye eno na work ground there but what do you see 1 week to elections so penny can handless near no maybe something can happen scandal be beba I best switching in this 1 week.
Afia you see ye can na ye hwe one more a da abato homa no so e ballot no na sa wo hwe number 1 eye rura na nadoda kwakufuado oba tampa okunini ni yem hihire maganafo wa president kufo sati bibi human capital development na wo hwe MPP consistency in policy up to date across sectoral development and I say akwanya say nyina so a what me hu say amamuo ne de ehyeyensa yenye remedial classes and yenye mistake aye be correct afia se bitafrache yetuade so a Ghana for ye experimental garden and a lab nipa bebrebe aye wo memu na obi nipa ba kwa aka say my mistake mo tumi makosua me mistake ma correct into me samba amemo ne yanya ne sawo opportunity knocks but once at every man's door. It sounds say ye nipa bebrebe na fear probability of every adult becoming a president of the republic no correct probability no is 99/100 so bia because of corporate o mampani no yantro edi wo constitution mu any yantro bidi anybody can access to that office if you qualify whether as an independent and now say wujina party be a platform so enti kakra mekane say ye hwe ye rada na do dan kwakufuado said ya papa lo aka wa boy adwuma e na we ni nya artistic impression ana krata so ana green book mo ana madansi die ni o evidence ye clear at the whole play said I me catch your man paying rolling say okay 1996 say Mr. President Monsieur le President will make assurance doubly sure and it happened and me catch Ghana for ye run another dan kwakufuado MPP amayoko NDC amayoko o mamuni nyina a ehwe ye ne aka enfie na makonkron a ye kwakoto abase assurance has already been made doubly sure second round we are esan say minianu makade bebre free SHS e didn't da make say a fundamental and I say a policy bia a transformational as sister bibia wo Ghana forever and ever esan say edumri bia wo beka ya wo kura degree kura na jene minka say nya adwuma o but sebi wo horizon ana when intra wo 9 tons or whatever you call it
when in ton
intina che say what prefer say wo kodum no wakoko pesika Those were the days of the Makola economy. Ningra na hu hia. But I know sure baby we are sick or ebinum ko Coca-Cola experiment wo wiem. Outside the earth atmosphere was a stratosphere. Na ye go so ha ebinum ko pan latrine sebe. Ye go so wo krom ha na potholes. Enti sebe abedi 8 years. Me make a Fourth Republic you. Me kwachire.
Okay.
Abedi 8 years. And now 16 years. Rollins dey ko. Prof and President Mahama no. 8 years of NDC. Sanka was standing independent. And I two no so babium dia. And can is another matter.
Okay.
But when political party no, 8 solid years. As sabi. Niam sese wo mo ye. And can speed that ye dia 3 years in terms of education, in terms of health, in terms of your friends said agriculture. Now there be depth crowning modernization of agriculture. It's answer we show Brazil and now we show Mercosur countries no. Now we baby Southeast Asian tigers. Here South Korea, Taiwan, no many are dealing in anua. Sabita frache will be agriculture with what? Them lady agriculture. America agriculture.
So mo dey mo support some idea but and they will find out
and make us say support na aban no agenda and the environment are here providing free seedling mass spraying wo hwe nyama ni nyina come akua for cocoa sector then na fe say ye twa ye the boldness e twa ye say body na dua fa kokoton nti kakra na me di wie ni say the boldness anasa kukudura kufado aban any MPP aban and this so memuo no no they tread where angels fear to tread. Now we shall COVID me dey wie Afia ebi na akoto obi woni kuromo COVID. Now we shall president ono na ye head of the COVID management team. It's ye come managers of the economy, managers of our lives, protectors of our lives and they are mechanics say Nana Ado Dankwa Ekufuado, President inter Paris of the Republic of Ghana, over time pa Asabio wanted here pa award pa if I may remember award pa award the Ghana project Nana say I believe in Ghana. I'm in a hurry. Number 1 on the ballot on the 7th of December. Over time passe. Ghana for nyamye yache me say. Moko akoto number 1 on the ballot for the continuation of our progress. Structural transformation. Now Ghana frame me 1-on-1.
Okay,
I obianka. Anaye nipa mienu pe.
Na just when you kwan yo
na yembe kasa.
Openi donko.
Mami do final comment. Yi despite me.
Oh, aye ba we we dey.
Ye do bibia se.
Ye kwa dey.
Ye da Ghana for us in advance. It's number 1 on the ballot.
It's number 2 on the ballot.
Rado.
Now we kwan we mo fi NDC na ba MPP. They say person are more converted than even the MPP people.
Oh, na fear wo baby na ekobo wa unko. O ma say
emo mampa 2005 ya bo pa.
No Ghana be ma.
Francis.
Yenya ni menya chibuka.
Bono ya bono ayi popobia. Oh, Francis beto airtime advert.
Oh, Mr. Das. Akpakata ma na
the final comment. Open final comment.
Ona mo ka no ukuwa.
Yeah, oh, Francis, man, you are not going to Francis, honorable
Let me say, in your Francis, so a prophetess. Sounds a manager. What can I say? Now, let me say, they were the last days of the race. In Crawford and DC4. Sabri, there's an effort will be, I said, increasing. Now, your mark the day in this one is a Timika. The son said, wow, do cook a pim tape no, and then come dinner there, a very old dear, and your casa, and your tendy in your face, and crack, no, if I'm pipe way there, and take you. When you know seeing it, and no two in it. And then, if you said, young when your mind, and where am I? Yeah, and that's them on good to da we na ase
Obeni da say obi say ya pass me je film bro that friend I think one mo send this message just being unfair obi a won it won say me kasa ntente me kasa gidi so me de no obi say na ya kura o kasa boko nti we can't all be the same the munya sa message any force even ayi openi me madon ko medical background me po openi say medical background ni say
social science
maybe social science but lawyers normally lawyers in nya kasa kese kakra nti munya buche
kasa din
o kwa wani edin otola mama o final comment me kwala jo na bado ko be my last
nka me we fit man kan
we ya do ko be fra politicians
man kan we ya me nya pie ya football community ade o mo de be ya me no because me play key role at Ghana Football Association
okay
coach say wa Ghana no me na me yo mo national general secretary ade na do ayama football community e wo Ghana ha e bi nsi da all over the country.
Before you continue, onim ya sha se na nkofo ka se mo ye MPP for. If you mo amobetra na kwa se mo ye independent
election me point to say this is where the direction should go based on ABC. ABC no. Na ma build all along up to now. Are you getting
football coaches mo ye MPP na ko
say o ka se na do ne period wa bomodin aye stadium. All the region bia we see stadium ebeboa with
na do buy in we see stadium
okay mama ka 29
we kura no
10 Zungu mimi ya
na stadium Astro Turf
dabi apart from Astro Turf
no stadium
na American ultramodern
Uba Madina
the whole country
we see 9 stadiums
29 10 regions na later 16 no so no Omasa yes omumba
na do nesi ye
yes so I am our producer
Zongo kwa metimi a kire o
eno ye different from
Astro Turf
na stadium you have 2 Astro Turfs
Madina
2 basketball courts there were long tennis
volleyball courts,
sports complex, dressing rooms.
TV, so you should know that many
that's why I'm asking for better particulars.
I'm for Ghana first, too, even though me towards MPP, no. But then we all want the development of this country. Yes, you can't
be fair if you tilt towards
no, but say it's based on ABC, no, I may try to spare them out, you know. And to pass another way to me develop stadium all over the country. Astro Turf bebree and football pitches also bebree. Amaya this year say we are athlete, we are footballer, we are there. You bet me a groom all over the country without necessarily putting more pressure on Accra Stadium, ne Kumasi Stadium. So and it be also in summer no. I'll be so surprised Ghanaians will disappoint Nanado. So when to me introduce free education, it be more fees nanka it will be impossible to even implement. A cabibre one way to me, Edinyamisro, I implemented this project. The others, I don't want to even repeat them. Yet to trust their mamma, papa. If we want to be neutral, say I shall say, oh, I buy our mood to a train, a becona, a be an aqua for baby. Ye, I am fire hunjim. Now you make sure say a better banana and anado. Send a bear continuation, you know. A bit to me, I continue. After no, then they want to do anything, and then I don't have any issue. But CI or minor direction, I corner in terms of development anyway as a phone. I feel say Yeman anado so 8 years. Send your bambia by Yeman 8 years to finish. You know. Made it trade through winning by 4 Miss Remo. Impuntu air cost unless I finish so about no home modern pa a developer with him. Monto Maba and Farmer no.
Lawyer.
We won't continue.
No, but let them decide for themselves. But you final comment. By the way, Chief Bini send a message. Akonta free NDC or co worry MPP mono. Or say enkache honorable Niamadon cause we say Yakopon Pai but on show so said about Obeche because wakasama onwa who said no kasa wo but benefo chini yesi ayinfo chini ye bi didi bi echi obo mpa ya ma francis so wo chia na be ya na obesan ba back to Afia
wo se me gene so no so mra Afia kwa wa warranty ne number akusi yo
we consider but say panel ni nyina very great panel ni chief yeah that's papa alaji
yeah first of all me that's na mesumestre say Yakopon boy ho ban na abatwa ebekọ no so nyumu ne ato mesre Yakopon say obe make sure say yetu wie no na yanyankunim na wo hwe kiro kronkron no mu a wo hwe Yohani etiba akunjichim ba akunde na okan ye o se mfiti ase no na asem mo ho sa asem no na Onyankopon ho na sa ewo Nyankopon ho no eye Nyankopon ye baako anigye no ewo soro ho so subject intinanado eye number 1 yesi bebia osunu gina no oho na na basu gina inti ye besre sida no ukona wo hwe presidential wo pagya wuti wo obia beka obefre Nyankopon do Nyankopon o gizo hwe soro inti no obia kwa onko hwe soro ho but presidential parliamentary ni nyina na yeye wo egidie se Nyankopon de wa hyehyɛ wi the die is cast but the belief I will share the majority of the people in there ombe kase na nado ntoaso and the voices of the people is the voice of God. We share a chorokronkronumu at in 1 Corinthians 16:34. Or say, don't you know you are the temple of God and the Spirit dwells in you? Whoever attempts to destroy the temple of God shall be destroyed by God. Ninyina Quran mu. Into washa. Oh yes, into washa.
Alaji wo bi awo ekreboni o koti
na se mi fie oni mi fie
awo ye shake okay shake de awo ye widely read
mi fie ye wo nkramofo ne ye wo
Christopher
ye wo Fanti blood Asante blood Kwawu blood Scottish Akuyapem Nkonya Gunja Hausa ni nyina wo fie ba ni nyina so enti no ye steady both ene na ma ye tie ye ho ase enti mesre se abano ye be kan wi a minim se NDC be di nkuku my senior brother the on the me wo baby special sport for him he knows womo brebe ba they are the special ones into one more time beba but one more time no ba time no be nye ye bi
we election
we di omo njan to o mai Ntanado number 1 Boniface number 1 MPP number 1 Yakopon emaye enwi na ye party ye tembia meka wo ye nuanu mu obo mi nua penidi Kamara or NDC me or MPP John Jinapo or NDC Nini Okuma Samuel or MPP Larry Ajeti or NDC ni papa wo Peter Lajeti or MPP ni nyina koye se ahoyo ya adwin nemba bankro entafo identical twins cannot think the same but all is about one convergence point. It's about development. And elections is about peace and development. Amen. It's not about war.
Amen.
In TNT and once. In Yankai say, Sisi Amino Kasei, Sudanese waha, Liberians waha, Sierra Leoneans waha, Cote d'Ivoire, Ewaha, Togolese, Niger, Nigeria, Omunina Ghana, Jene Pamo conflict. Na me Yankai who say, a crew no omo twa yeshiano. Eye French fu me no nipa me hin na sua French yet enya Francais a wan na be ka bonjour no ati ase chia no enti no mesre ye nyina ye dade sem I dey no aduane ye ba ko ene Ghana ye mama ye papa ene Ghana enti no we should respect our identity and respect our country but success need your own for mine.
Ayo, I hear that. No, final comment. Doc.
Yeah, maybe quickly say. Yeah, almost say ye amanyosem. Yeah, ye nsusuma amanyosem no. En kata. Ye nikwase ma kwai ma amanyosem kata ye ni. University of Ghana said the whole West Africa. That is the best. Tertiary. Institution that we have. And ye ma Ghana say. Ibinya baby etisa mitukwa ko baby bebrebe Northern America ni Europe ni ade okona say oko ye presentation now board the name University of Ghana obi a pese dey obebusa o question say what enti me yesrem a enkoda na afi na omoba politics no memma omumfa sebe mesre kan omadwen ketwa no ensei ye ne yadwen kese na da bia da ri tudwa no say ye ya ade a I'm a researcher we come along with it methodology it doesn't mean say they are canon and a final we get it wrong all the time enti ebeye fese wo be ka say e bia kwaya wo fa so no me ne wonya adwene eno no eye dan say wo betimi agina aka say ya anye na nana kufu ado na ama yisika enye fe papa ya wo frɛ ni minima de cry fe na research am research search again where the bia I read they can do it again enti ade obi aye dada na so sa akohwehwe mu bio and e fe na research na wo de na sebe oti am Australia wo de wadwene eye no wo se eno ye research na we are almost sending nipa 12,000 good people ema omutika sending across the length and breadth of the country ekoji data by enti omuye ekuyafo omuye teachers security obi oye adwuma bia the voice was covered all say eno nye am research na there menim baby ono I don't know the university or me so me kind of public my in contact say with me I apologize to the University of Ghana ye hwe na ade bia ye wono say ya mema ye mfa politics ka say dem ye kasa agu amisa de kro fi emmoa Ghana ye kanko na ye pe no me kasa na me wie no ja me mpani foundation ha ne o makasa bebrebe afa peace ho we need peace pa MPPO me say me wo hoyi MPPO NDCO me salary 3 days na asa na NDC wo no e sansa na e renew month and then it is 28 masal asa enti ade ba ko hia me ni say peace be wo ho na sa research ya omugu anim ase obi be frɛ me mama koye bi na menya kakra de support de abade mame ti esra omu nyinim de emphasize nsem me mo ngu anim ase sa mugu anim ase IDRC omo yadwuma nye bank ame World Bank ma yadwuma nye ame UNICEF omo yadwuma nye omo ho na yejejeje ame kakra na ye de research ma eboa ma Ghana ababi abeba sa one district one factory so uko Legon se from the 1960s na manfo aye ho research nana kufa do ba oba ye nse bi ofiti ya o research is amanfo bi aye gu ha na ene waka boma ode ye de ode na wakoda ketekete oswatiku ye fe na sepa enti ugina wa say ede ye research research ni pa no oba public ababeka
enya so address issue na bi
12,000 na ede I mean political science department ema omo call field ema ye ti omo ka they spend so much thousands of dollars
you ye da se busa for ha na ede eye critical issues no ebesi na ye nua ma no bebre ase the message ababa akokra de say if you are this the best panel so far my share program no from Krenken to Kranka man sorry uncle baby we say mo ene adwuma kese a moye Mr. de said uncle say in Jesus name ene ye da otwedi ampo nyankopɔ ase so nkoso no onhwɛ so na adwo akonadu ene wo ka say odamo ase pa se panel ni nyina ba no ma be cheche ensemu na Dave Joe Mensa also wo New York so enjoy panel discussion ya akoto ansa wo say good discussion na Dr. No free Australia ne de one ne nya adwene but yes ono so de ne de aba gift abasa ene o say Ghana for nim say number 1 ena ebeko ena Fanti boy GH or say Afia yema systems enye adwuma na yenya ebrofo bebe ni nsem a ye kana abusiafo yemfa aseda kese ema wo a wo ofia nka wo obi bi papa yo enso so betie e wo hu de ekoso 1 week per 9 days to election 2020 wo so betimi afamu nimde bi na ode aboa yemfa aseda kese ema Alhaji Boniface Abubakar Siddiq eyem rahye bedwani ewo Madina abaton pesia so wono kroya ena na nka kane no ye so afo first minister for Zongo any inner city development we ja bibia ho campaign ankofo ye nyoja ho efri Madina eno abantu so Madina for ya na motimi akai no sanso ena lawyer John Quesin so ye lawyer kese a wo ba e be boy mu me te de law no ka e wo mu eto de bia na ehia clarity nti yɛda asese lawyer nso gya wadwuma hɔ a obae sanso ɛna Dr. George Donfeso senior research fellow ɛwɔ Center for Social Policy Studies University of Ghana Legon ɔno sɛ yɛda n'ase paa so ɔmo yɛ research pankasa abre ɔmo nam bush nso wagya ne bibia hɔ no aba ha na yɛda ɔmanti aba be cheche nsemu e de a cheche de ba beti nsemu ase sanso eno opani kese former minister ewo president Rollins abreso na we minister of health say senior politician wa ye adwuma fie bebrenti no kasa to de be on person be too much politics or person ye more of a statesman yera nuama donko ono so ebe boy for NDC ono be nyam NDC wa boy say abato nyanko uma on esi hene enya ide aka nyina ma nyanko chief mind sending message ano kan say nyankopon ene esi hene ti Francis enya so odwa nanumu no ya ma Francis esi anso na e wo so okacho say ne na ye ne yanti odi kan ti da se Francis so odwa wadwuma wo Ghana Cylinder Manufacturing Company ono ye MD e wo honom na ye te ne nka wo politics match another senior oba politician say Francis we twam 60 something to say ofia ye nkasa te se first no ye training maya no say the bomb so ba be di echi that's very good here that's say also show a special happy birthday in coma me production team members in ba ko Randy Samo Randy ye senya kopon so on share dan share no ma onye kese na nya ahoden na ko anim na ye de o ma me no papa no kra no o mba wi ase kro man tumi anye eno na ye pepa say de mpanifo bu bere si mpani to sa e komrante ediem nti pedifo na anyi ana komo production no mo de enko odiem se de ba obekoso anyi sa Justice Fashions ene enso your birthday nti uni ni pakese be ma te se Randy ene edi birthday cause ono wo chena bi 10 years now no na Randy abai ni patichu pa ni Alhaji Boniface de edi bi no wote ha na okasa na so panini ambando nko die bi afisa for me mu chief servant e from Vim Lady Afia Pokua yakopon ya adema 9 days to election 2020 decision time ya ni nyina ebebre mo you can trust ha Chama General leading the pack obi na kan ne brofo na say no yawa Chema General a only the park no solid team ajo eboje akosu agwaboaje Mama Africa just a team ni nyina oba pa krama lawyer TK obia na Vim Lady me so me de media from America any ade nyina be count to say ya wie ni nyina ya be call elections no e wo hanum say amu abusi afọ yakopon hwe so no me yankwa because onnom nya ya isem o yakopon me yankwa any e be elections adwuma bi yakopon hwe nyina so next week nya aduma e be sha good morning
Enchakura na Ghana addition 17.5 million a mama ho kwanse wotimi eto aba e wo 33,000 polling stations 16 regions and na Afia 275 constituencies na womo na Ghana shebre efinsha enan ya edi animu no womo na